Today's story is about faith, hope, and a surprising twist. This is the story of a letter to God. In a quiet valley, there was only one house. It stood on the crest of a low hill. From there, a farmer named Lencho could see his entire field of ripe corn and the river nearby. Lencho was a hard-working man. His crops were almost ready. All he needed was a little rain to ensure a good harvest. One evening, he looked at the sky in the northeast direction. He was waiting for rain, and soon, dark clouds appeared. It began to rain. Large drops fell from the sky. Lencho stepped outside and felt the raindrops on his skin. He happily said that the big drops were like 10-cent coins, and the small ones were like 5-cent coins. But suddenly, the wind grew stronger. The rain changed into a hailstone. Small hailstones fell first, then larger ones. They looked like frozen pearls. The children ran outside to collect them, but the storm became fierce. For nearly an hour, hailstones fell on the field. When the storm stopped, the field was completely destroyed. The corn plants were broken. The flowers were gone. The ground looked white, as if it had been covered with salt. Lencho stood silently in his ruined field. He said that even a plague of locusts would have left more than this. That night, the family had nothing to eat. The entire crop was lost. But Lencho had strong faith in God. He believed that God could see everything, even what was hidden in a person's heart. So he decided to write a letter to God. The next Sunday, Lencho wrote that he needed 100 pesos. Without that money, he and his family would go hungry. He addressed the envelope simply to God and dropped it in the mailbox. At the post office, the postman laughed when he saw the address. But the postmaster was moved by Lencho's faith. He did not want to break that faith. So he decided to answer the letter. He collected money from his employees, gave part of his own salary, and even asked friends for help. In total, they could gather only 70 pesos. The postmaster placed the money in an envelope and signed it God. The following Sunday, Lencho came to the post office. He received the letter and was not surprised. He was sure God had answered him. But when he counted the money, he became angry. He was certain that God would never send less than what he had asked for. So he wrote another letter. In it, he asked God to send the remaining 30 pesos. But this time, he requested that God not send the money through the mail, because the employees of the post office were, in his words, a bunch of crooks. And that is the twist of the story. The very people who helped Lencho were blamed by him. The story ends with gentle irony, showing the depth of Lencho's faith, and the unexpected way kindness can be misunderstood.